out again.
Check this one out again and see if we can get it a bit further down. Change that up.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Okay. So from, oops, get that microphone on. So from, when was it? Last week? Last weekend, actually.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, when we last filmed and walked you through the house, Toby's gone a bit further and pressed ahead with preparing here the windowsill, which he's now sitting on. So this is where we're going to work and continue working today, for putting the underlay, the concrete sheeting or cement sheeting, and then the stone tile on top of it. So that's the first job of today, and then there'll be a few other little jobs because we need to get ready for Monday, where Benji's coming and helping us to start the prep work for the lime render, which comes on top of all the hempcrete walls around the house. Whoops, I'm just it's a little bit brittle. It's still okay. But yeah, every now and then you've got bits and pieces falling out there, but that is okay. It's hempcrete, natural materials. So the render will take care of that and make it all nice and flush and work on sealing everything off and binding the top coat as well. So I hope I'm not saying anything wrong, Benji. If you're ever going to watch this, put it down in the comments. Anyway, so yeah, we just noticed that it's not quite level. So we're going to, everyone's benefit, pull one of those wedges out again and show you how we're actually thinking of doing this.
Yep.
Oh, it's a nail.
That's another that should pull out.
Okay, well that was a bit too much. Can you slide it on? Because you also want to wreck it. We need a thing on here. Professional too.
So far, so good.
Gosh, it's so burny.
Yeah, but it's definitely skimmed it down a bit.
Watch the camera behind you.
Yep. So if I now pop that back in, check. That's way better.
Way better?
Yeah. So if I get that down there, I should be happy.
So good. Is that enough for your liking?
Yep, very happy. We have never done this before.
We tried this earlier. 2 pieces. Right?
Yep.
Okay, on.
So
You start.
I'll start
Okay.
just to lay it in.
Good. Oh, that's not the right piece.
No, the one that's got the squiggle on it.
Okay.
That's right. So if
Can
you just
hold
place
in
that.
the way? Wait.
Yeah.
Just gonna get you guys closer to see. Alright, so here we are. One's on,
I'm just
other
marking
one's following.
where we are for the nailing.
Good.
So
Yep.
when I prepped them, when I laid them on, I just marked up the way that they fit.
Yep.
So now my lines should
Line
be
up the lines.
lining up. Perfect.
Good. And we do have it mostly butted to the back there. This one's a little different though.
That's
Not
a
quite
little bit,
buttered too.
but that's fine.
Yeah.
Again, we just want to have a nice substrate to put the glue on for
Do
the
we
big
need
tiles.
to put some weight on it?
No, we're going to use
Whoop.
nails to actually
Okay, that's the idea.
tack them in.
next?
Wait for the glue a little bit. I think we should just get some gap filler
Yeah.
and run it into these gaps on the sides. And then we're going to figure out how to mix
There's
up.
no gap.
Not really, but better is.
Better is?
Yeah. That's a very Northern German, besser ist that. So just patch that up, and then we're going to figure out how to mix up the tile glue. We need to make the supports,
Oh, yeah.
so that's just a little
So
bit
the
more cutting.
tiles, the stone tiles don't slide off.
Yep. And
All right.
that's it.
Let's go.
Follow me to the wood store.
The wood store. Whoop.
I think something like this is perfect. Yeah.
For the supports.
I should be able to get all the supports out of that.
Not in the back?
I don't think that's needed, no.
Okay.
So before we do anything else, we just decided we're going to cut the support so that the tiles on the glue aren't sliding forward. And my idea for that is to use just a normal piece of timber and cut it on like a 40 degree, or what did we say, 30, 35 degree angle or something like that? Something so that we can then screw the angled side into the stud so that the timber sort of comes out like this. And depending on where the tile ends up, we can adjust by screwing it higher or lower so that we've got something that holds it in place.
Testing, yeah.
That'll work really well.
Okay, and then, oops, sorry, we can slide it down.
Yeah, so if we see we need it a bit closer in, we can just slide it up or slide it down.
Yeah, okay. Ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. Looks like cake.
Whipped cream.
Cake. We prepared the glue. It's right in here. It just had its 5-minute rest time, I think. Just turned it over again. And we're just trying this very quickly. We don't know what we're doing. We haven't done this before. So we're a bit nervous about everything, but essentially this glue needs to be on here, and this tiles need to be on here too.
And in between we're going to use a notch trowel to make ridges.
Yeah.
That stuff.
Yeah. And then hopefully they won't slide off.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just hold this and you mark it on. I think you shimmied them a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
I'm
is pretty
holding
good.
this
You're holding that.
for now. Don't drop it.
Sure. It's the right way around. Fuck. They are heavy.
And come a bit more to the middle, actually.
So you.
How far are you off there?
I've got about 8 mil.
Yeah.
No, this is looking pretty good.
But we want to bite it in the middle because we render.
Yeah, this is exactly the middle.
Okay, we are done. I'm not even sure what you're seeing here. Let me go on the other side. So, this is what it is. It's not perfectly level. We've got a bit of a hump here, and this falls off to the sides a little. But we're on a roofed, under a roofed area, so there's not a lot of, if any, water ever pooling here. And if so, it just will run to the sides and then down. But yeah, so we have secured the tiles to the side, and now we have to wait.
All right, we're back, and after having sorted out the windowsill yesterday, today the next little job on the list is gap filling or spray foaming around the windows and doors.
That stuff?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Back to front or left to right? Interesting.
Mirrored.
So we were advised to use a flexible spray foam. Flexible because that way you're not putting any pressure onto the windows and the window frames and all that sort of stuff. So that's what we've got, and just got to try and work out how this goes. Apparently you've got to shake it vigorously, and you're using it upside down.
Good.
So
Keep going.
we'll see. Shake it vigorously.
So we are going to. I'm just thinking while I'm doing this, the microphone's probably sticking up. You're shaking.
I'm coming with.
Why?
Okay.
I'm just showing you. Whoops, getting out of the bathroom here. The tiles are luckily still up, so we're really happy with how this worked out. Nothing has happened. They're still nicely tucked down. We're still leaving everything fixed into place until later tonight, probably.
Yeah.
And maybe tonight take it off and then hope for the best. All right. All good?
Spray foam might be ready.
Might be ready.
So
Go. Oh, where do we start?
I'm not sure. Let's start on
So we do have
this door.
this gap here, right here, which needs to be filled. Do we go from the inside or from the outside?
I would say we go from the inside, because there we can definitely trim things off.
because this is a bit more narrow and it's really, you can barely see it.
Yeah, so this foam apparently only expands by about 1/3, so it's not like the other stuff that goes stupid, and you've got to work from the bottom up.
Oh,
it's coming.
It's coming. The blue stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to take your second hand, maybe? Yeah, guiding it. You're very sparing.
Well, they said it's very economical.
So while Toby's doing that, I might take you back to the front and show you how it's looking, or what it's looking like when it's actually done. So let's go all the way to the front. Basically, down here they've done it before in our little entrance area, and this is what they've done here. So way less squirted out. So definitely a bit more bulging into the inside. So this is where we actually have to come in now and still clean that up. That's another job we need to put on the list.
All right.
Super messy.
It's been super messy.
I'll show you the results. All right. Not that it's a competition, but look at that. I think actually in hindsight, Benji did a better job than we did.
I don't think so. No.
Nah. This looks pretty bad, doesn't it? So, yeah. Guess it's sealed.
It will clean up well.
And then, yeah, going back to that knife business and cutting it all clean.
Yep.
All right, out here we are having a bit of a moment of truth. I mean, it's all going to be fine. Going back to the amazing tiling job that we've done, because this looks so good. And there's actually hardly any gap. And funnily enough, this board was really snag on, and now it's like, it's fairly loose. Like it has actually spear here.
Yeah.
This is so weird. But nothing moved, so that's good. Do you want to do the honors?
Sure. I'll just take it off. Might start with the clamp and this. Yeah, see how easy it comes off?
That doesn't hold anything. It's almost like the tiles were pulled up.
Yeah.
Oh, got a runny nose.
So they're not sliding down, that's a good thing?
They're not so, well, actually it's not very exciting to film now. It's because they're already off.
Yeah. I think I'm going to get the impact driver for this.
Yep.
Because
anyway,
these are stuffed.
So another thing that maybe I can talk about in the meantime is that we were a bit unsure yesterday what to do with the tiles in the bathroom. Basically, we've got these travertine tiles, and they are open. What are they? They have a different surface, or just this one?
They're acid etched.
Acid etched. So they're a bit more structured, a bit more open, right?
Yeah.
They're still, you know, water. They're not going to collect water and, you know, that sort of stuff. And we don't really have frost, so it's also not a problem that they might get water in. The water freezes in there and then they split. So that's not going to happen here.
No.
So perfectly fine for outside. And, well, the same is actually here. We have the step already down here. So this is going to go today as well. So this has been laid. And so we wanted for the inside in the bathroom and down here the same material, the same color as the tile. And we were a little bit unsure about that yesterday. I was, more so than you. in terms of what that looks like, and this is the alternative here. The alternative would be grey. Obviously not as thick as this. This is again a paver, a thick paver. But this is the this is an example of the bathroom tile, and it looks really dirty in here because it's quite dark. I might just take that out. And it also was in the garden, so it's not as nice. And there's two different finishes, honed and
Etched.
And this is
the acid finish again.
This is the acid finish again, which we are not going to do inside. We're going to do the honed one inside, which is a bit more clean. And you see
if
how
you
much
flip
more
it around, you
clean
can
that is.
kind of see what that might look like.
Yeah, that actually looks a bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, the color is a bit strange. It has a bit more of a blue tone here. But I was a little kind of worried about that looking too old-fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so we thought we are going to see whether the grey would be nicer. Also, the grey would be transitioning maybe nicer to our concrete floor. It's difficult to hold the camera and do it all with one hand, but I guess I managed. So this is our polished concrete floor, which you see is grey, but also has some lighter colour in there, and even some warm toned. It's a bit difficult to see down there. You see the warm tone coming through. And then it would lead into this sort of more cream, warm tile. And so these are the alternatives. Pulling that away. The grey concrete floor.
It's actually, this is a
tile.
lot more blue than
This
the
is a lot more
concrete.
blue grey than this concrete. This is more neutral grey with then other tones in there. And then we're going to have this contrast to the lighter colour.
I much prefer the lighter.
Yeah, and I think we've decided we prefer the lighter. The other thing is we also decided already on the wall tile. Can you grab the other one over there? So in the shower, we'll actually have, there it is, we actually have the shower wall, we'll decided to go with the green. And it's a bit of a mottled look, and you can see there's different shades to it, and they're all a little bit different, so it'll be variation. And it sort of doesn't quite look as nice to us. It looks a bit more meh with the grey, whereas this one you can play a bit more with the tonal difference.
I think this is much better.
Yeah. So, long story short, that's what the bathroom...
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. That's what the bathroom's going to look like.
We're still doing what we wanted to do.
Looks good.
It does, doesn't it?
It does look good.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay.
It looks as if we knew what we were doing.
We didn't.
No.